And welcome everyone to the Q3 FY22 call for APL Apollo Tubes Limited. From the management, we have Mr. Sanjay Gupta, Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Deepak Goyal, Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Arun Agarwal, Chief Operating Officer, and Mr. Anubhav Gupta, Chief Strategy Officer. I'll hand it over to Mr. Anubhav Gupta for the initial comments, and then we can have the Q&A. Over to you, Anubhav.
Thanks, Anupam. Good afternoon, everyone. We welcome you all for APL Apollo's third quarter FY22 earnings. It was a mixed quarter with the volume falling a bit short of expectations. However, our performance in terms of value-added product mix, EBITDA spreads, working capital, and cash flow generation was in line. So we sailed well in a difficult quarter, which was impacted from destocking from our channel partners and slowdown in the construction activity post-Diwali. Before we get into detailed discussion on Q3 results, a few highlights we like to make. Number one is our upcoming 11th Greenfield Raipur plant, which is going to be the largest manufacturing facility for the group. It is important for us from two perspectives. Number one, all of incremental 1.5 million ton capacity, which is divided among three products, is 100% value-added products, which will eventually take our sales mix to 75% in favor of value-added mix products. Also, the second perspective here is that the 100% of 1.5 million square foot of industrial space is constructed using Apollo tubes, which is part of our heavy structural sections. So this strengthens our thesis that there lies a vast opportunity for our heavy structural tubes, and once operational, this would be India's largest industrial complex built on tubes. We have also given pictures and photographs in our investor presentation for the reference. We expect this plant to become fully operational partial operational from first half FY23 onwards. We have spent around 50% of the total budgeted capex of rupees 8 billion, and the rest 4 billion would be spent over the next 2 to 3 quarters, and this will be funded from the internal cash flows. The contribution from this plant is key to our FY25 sales volume target of 4 million tons. Second update is on Apollo Mart, which we have set up a 100% subsidiary to develop a new related business line. This venture has three objectives. One is to strengthen APL Apollo's positioning in Indian building material space with the commencement of trading of steel building material products like TMT bar, etc. This gives us access to potential rupees 2 trillion market size outside structural steel tubes. The business will be developed by leveraging APL Apollo's existing distribution network, and then we would start expanding beyond 800 distributors to penetrate deeper into the markets. The ultimate goal is to become India's largest tech-enabled B2B platform for steel building material products. To start with, we have identified 4 locations pan-India to set up large warehouses cum fulfillment centers. The initial investment into Mart would be done through infusion in form of equity from Apollo, which will be funded from internal cash flows. The third update is that we appointed another Bollywood celebrity, Tiger Shroff, as our brand ambassador. We are using this association to promote our product Apollo column. The campaign has been quite successful so far, with 5 million views on social media, which we launched on digital platform. And at the same time, the campaign was run on business news TV channels in the third quarter. Fourth update is on our prestigious Delhi hospital project, which is again being built using Apollo column. The work had started on 5 hospital sites with almost 10,000 ton of tubes already dispatched. The first site at Shalimar Bagh in North Delhi has seen erection work almost being completed. Now, this is one of the fastest construction of the superstructure for a multi-story building with area covering more than 500,000 square foot. This has given us tremendous confidence that our tubular technology has potential to revolutionize the construction industry in coming years. We are in discussion with many architects, government agencies, and private developers to promote this product. We shall keep sharing positive developments on this product from time to time. Again, we have shown some live photographs and pictures in our investor presentation for your reference. Fifth update is that we have appointed Mr. Anurag Mehrotra as our Chief HR Officer, who brings multi-year experience from MNCs and manufacturing background. This is in line with our chairman vision to further strengthen our organization to support growth for many years to come. Sixth update is that we are glad to share that APL Apollo stood at 56th percentile in the first ever Dow Jones Sustainability Index scoring. Our overall score was 25, which improved from 5 in 1 year. Best part was that the score improved in all areas of environmental, social impact and governance. We are committed to work even harder now to achieve our FY25 ESG goals, which we articulated in our first ever ESG report 2 quarters back. Now coming to the third quarter results, on volume, they were slightly way off versus our expectation. The main reasons were 4. Number 1 being destocking in our channel partners because globally the steel prices had started coming down, but in India steel prices were still firm, so there was anticipation that prices will come down. So there was some destocking from our channel partners. Secondly, there was a pricing gap between the primary and secondary steel, which benefited the unorganized sector and took away some market away from primary steel tubes to secondary steel tubes. We almost lost 100,000 ton of sales volume last quarter. We expect some to recover as the channel has started restocking. There has been decline in steel prices over the last 2 months, and now there is enough confidence in the market on the pricing front, and anyways the underlying demand from construction activity was strong. So we should be able to recover the lost ground in the coming quarters. On margin front, our EBITDA was in range above 4,500 to 5,000 per ton. The good part was that we are sticking to our strategy to improve our value-added product sales mix constantly. The raw material costs were up by 24,000 per ton, but against that our net selling realization was up by 27,000 per ton, which again has 2 reasons. One is our product mix, which improved to 65% versus 53%, and also some benefits we are getting due to backward integration for some of our processes. So overall EBITDA per ton was 5,000 per ton, and we are confident of sustaining our EBITDA around 4,500 to 5,000 per ton in long term. Thirdly, on quarterly performance, the working capital remained intact around 10 days with the net debt near 1.5 billion. This suggests that the operating cash flow was strong enough to fund our ongoing capex spends in Raipur. We target to finish Raipur capex by Q2, Q3 of FY23, post which there will be a solid free cash flow generation. This will further boost our ROE and ROCs, which already touched 30% on September 2021. This was pretty much on the third quarter performance. Lastly, we would like to reiterate that we maintain our FY25 sales volume guidance of 4 million tons. This confidence comes from the fact that the new Raipur facility will start operations and we will ramp up the production at the earliest, as we see good demand for all the 3 product categories over the next 3 years. Plus the existing 2.6 million ton capacity will see double-digit demand growth year on year. On margin front, we shall be at a minimum 5,000 per ton by FY25. That's it from our side. We would like to open the floor for Q&A.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. We take the first question from the line of Sujit Jain from ASK Investment. Please go ahead.
Thank you for the initial remarks and commentary. If you look at your volume guidance, it's almost 25% CAGR from here, and incremental volumes per year, they themselves are probably equal to or higher than the next competitor. So if you can spell out your business development initiatives of the 3 new divisions that you will target using your Raipur plant.
Sure, Sujit. So, all right. So, if you break down our 4 million ton FY25 sales guidance, okay, every year we are saying that we're going to add 700,000 tons. So, this year 1.7, 1.8, then next year incremental 700,000 ton, and so forth in FY24 and so forth in FY25. So this incremental 700,000 ton, 200,000 ton is which will come from the existing capacity of 2.6 million ton. Here we are assuming early or low double-digit volume growth, right? And then 500,000 ton will come from Raipur. So there are 3 products. One is Apollo column, which is part of our heavy structural tubes, where we are going to start producing tubes up to 500 by 500 mm diameter, and we are also working on even bigger sizes, right, which are being produced only by 1 or 2 players globally, right? Now for Apollo column, the strategy we started working on 2 years ago, where we have started creating demand for heavy structural tubes, which are replacing conventional construction methodology, which is RCC based and conventional steel based, right? So we believe that the 500,000 ton of this capacity can be consumed within 3 years by FY25. Given the fact the market development initiatives we have taken so far, right? We are doing mass marketing through advertisement campaigns, and also we are doing one-on-one marketing, where we are going to each government agencies, structural consultants, architects, engineers, developers, and we are pitching this idea that they should switch to faster way of construction, which is tubular technology, right? And God willing, once these hospital projects in Delhi would be completed, it will act as a automatic demonstration of this technology, right? I mean, you can do your channel checks with the contractor who is doing the work here, the kind of work, the kind of speed he has been able to achieve due to the tubes. I would urge you to do that. Plus, there are live sites which are ongoing in Delhi. The photographs which we showed in our presentation, they belong to Shalimar Bagh, which is in North Delhi. You are welcome to visit these sites and see the success of this technology so far, right? So we believe that, because of our initiatives on mass marketing, on one-to-one marketing and demonstration of such projects, we are confident that we should be able to achieve 500,000 ton of sales volume over the next 3 years. This represents around 200 buildings which will be built on steel tubes in India, which we believe is should be achievable given the success we have got so far. Now coming to color coated products, the coated products, right? Again, these products would be replacing conventional construction products like aluminum profiles and steel angles and channels, right? If you give a coated solution to the fabricator, he saves a lot of time in sending the end product for color coat, etc. So his efficiencies would improve significantly, and he can do aesthetic work with steel sections, which right now are being taken by wood or aluminium or angles and channels, right? Thirdly, on coated products, again that 500,000 ton of products would be sold in our existing distribution network. There is already an established market in the roofing sector and wall cladding, right? So we have a strong distribution network who are anyway selling these products for other brands. Given the brand positioning Apollo has, we are confident that again 500,000 ton of volume could be achieved over the next 3 years. So all in all, this gives us confidence, Sujit, that 4 million ton is very much achievable. We know that Q3 was a bit off, but that's the short-term phenomena which we see in many building material sectors. So same impacted us, but overall the strategy, the the vision, the game plan, the business plan, everything remains intact.
And the difference between liquids made from scrap and from HRC had increased, as you mentioned. And post that, there was expectation that that difference will come down. What is that difference currently standing at? Has there been a cut in prices by your suppliers in HRC?
Sujit, earlier this difference is in the month of November and December is almost close to 20,000 rupees ton. Now there is some decrease in the flat product price in the primary and the increase in the long products prices. Now difference is close to 7,000-8,000 rupees ton. It's a fair with the due to the good quality material. Now I think all the things are on the track. And the other thing is there is two new lines of HR coil started in India. One is in Dolby of JSW Steel, and one is of the Steel Authority in Rourkela Steel Plant. So I think the HR coil availability is also now good in India. So I think what happened in the month of October and November, maybe this not come again.
Which means you'll scale back some of the market share in commodity segment, right?
Yes, we need it. We need badly, I can say.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Rahul Agarwal from InCred Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, good evening and congrats. I hope the family is safe at APL Apollo. Sir, three questions. Essentially, firstly, you highlighted that the volume declined because of three reasons: destocking, rains, and price gaps. Price gaps already explained that it's come down. Obviously, we don't have unseasonal rains now. So, could you help me understand what's the outlook for fourth quarter in terms of volumes and next 12 months? Broadly, what is the plan in terms of sales volume? That's the first question.
Rahul, good afternoon. If you see, there is a lot of reasons of the decline of the volume in the Q3. If you see our revenue is up by almost 24%, and our volume is down by almost 17% in the year on year. If you see the total impact of is almost 40%. We are selling stop the selling of credit sales. So our channel partners are also not prepared of this type of financial arrangement. तो एक तो ये बहुत बड़ा रीजन था वॉल्यूम डिक्लाइन होने में. दूसरा ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड में स्टील प्राइसेस टूटने का ये एक तरह से फेयर फैक्टर क्रिएट हो गया था, उससे भी डीस्टॉकिंग हुआ. तीसरा साउथ हमारा एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है मार्केटिंग का, वहां पर मानसून काफी लेट तक चला. और चौथा ये हमारा जो 30-35% हमारा जो प्रोडक्ट है ये जो हमको सेकेंडरी मटेरियल से हिट करता है, उस पर भी हमको इम्पैक्ट था. तो आई थिंक इसमें से लॉट ऑफ ये प्राइसेस कुछ कम हो गए, कुछ लोगों ने अपना फाइनेंशियल सिस्टम ठीक कर लिया है. ये आपको मानसून नहीं है, अब प्राइसेस डिफरेंस भी कम हो गया है और प्राइस टूटने का भी सिस्टम खत्म हो गया है. तो आई थिंक अभी भी आई एम होपफुल कि मैं अपना जो हमारा विजन था कि हम इस ईयर में हम 18 लाख टन करेंगे. अर्लियर आवर प्लान इज फॉर 2 मिलियन टन फॉर दिस ईयर, बट आफ्टर कोरोना वी रिवाइज आवर प्लान टू 1.8 मिलियन टन. आई एम होपफुल. आवर टीम इज अभी तक हम कहते हैं हमने अपना डिफिट नहीं माना है. वी आर ट्राइंग कि हम अपना 1.8 का गोल पूरा करके जाएं.
Got it, sir. Sir, secondly, HRC prices I thought corrected during the quarter. Two questions to that. One was, is there, could we quantify any inventory loss, if at all, which happened? I know that we don't have more than 1 month inventory, it doesn't happen, but if the prices fall was sharp. Sorry.
माइनर थोड़ा क्योंकि हमने थोड़ा एग्रेसिव सेलिंग की है, तो 200-400 टन का हमको इम्पैक्ट आ भी सकता है, नहीं भी आ सकता है. राइट नाउ कांट से एनीथिंग.
Okay, but there was some inventory loss during the quarter. Is that correct?
बड़ा इम्पैक्ट हमको नहीं होगा.
Okay, ठीक है. And sir, hypothetically, the second part to the same question was, if let's say HRC normalizes and falls by another 20% hypothetically, what happens with the EBITDA per ton for the company? Like let's say next year, fiscal 23. ये 4,500-5,000 का जो बात हो रहा है, will we sustain that?
I don't think कोई बहुत ही बड़ा स्ट्रक्चरल चेंज नहीं आता है पूरे सिस्टम में, तो कोई हमको प्रॉब्लम है 5,000 टन को मेंटेन करने में.
Even if HRC corrects by 20%, is that correct?
HRC जितना कम होगा हमको उतना हमको बेनिफिट है, हमारा भी मार्जिन और बढ़ेगा. हमको HRC प्राइस बढ़ने पे दिक्कत आता है, घटने पे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है.
Rahul, what will happen is that the demand for structural steel tube will increase because we are competing with other established products, right? So our product will become more competitive if prices fall. And then, as Sanjay ji explained, that the financial arrangement which our channel partners have to do, right, on the overall value, that will come down. So actually it will be very good for the demand for structural steel tube if prices come down by 20%.
Got it. Because this quarter I can see the realization per ton is almost gone to 80,000 when the HRC actually fell. Any specific reason for this?
No, this is on average basis. No, HRC fell in the last month. So the average of Q2 versus Q3 is still high.
Got it. And lastly, sir, what is the monthly EBITDA absolute run rate we aim for next year, given the change in sales mix we expect from Raipur value-added sales? Any number would like to guide for? That's my last question. Thank you.
Rahul, we will not like to break up the EBITDA per ton or EBITDA on yearly basis. The guidance what we are giving is that 4 million ton sales volume by FY25. So you could build your spreadsheets accordingly. And then EBITDA per ton every year we expect 250 rupees per ton of gradual improvement. Last year we did 4,200 per ton EBITDA, and we are guiding for 5,000 per ton EBITDA by FY25. So there will be gradual improvement of EBITDA per ton also.
Yeah, I was actually more coming from we're trying to get 250 crores per quarter of EBITDA. So I was just trying to come from that angle. That is there a number in mind for next year?
Next year, Rahul, we are targeting हमारा जो business plan है कि हम 2 million ton इधर APL Apollo system जो हमारा system है वहाँ से करें, 3 to 4 lakh ton हम रायपुर के नए plant से करें. तो I don't think there is a issue 12 to 1,300 crore का EBITDA आने में कोई issue आना चाहिए.
Got it, sir. Thank you so much and all the best. Stay safe.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Abhishek Ghosh from DSP Mutual Fund. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi sir. Thanks for the opportunity. संजय जी, अगर हम लोग अपोलो जनरल स्ट्रक्चर्स का अगर मार्जिन देखें EBITDA पर टन, ये ऑलमोस्ट अबाउट 1,500 रुपए पे आ चुका है, विच इज वन ऑफ द लोएस्ट. और ये लार्जली स्क्रैप की वजह से जो प्राइस डिफरेंशियल की आप बात करें उसकी वजह से, क्योंकि यही वाला सेगमेंट होगा जो
यही हमारा यही सेगमेंट प्रेशर में अगर आप देखो तो हमारा मेजर वॉल्यूम भी यहीं पर डिक्लाइन है.
ओके. तो अभी जो नॉर्मलाइजेशन हुआ है पार्टली 20 रुपए से 7 रुपए से 8 रुपए पर केजी, तो उसकी वजह से अभी आपको शायद उतना डिस्काउंट करके नहीं सेल करना पड़े, तो ये मार्जिन इंप्रूव हो सकता है. इज दैट राइट?
इसमें हमारा हमेशा टारगेट 3,000 रुपीज का रहता है.
ओके, ठीक है. एंड सर दूसरी चीज ये थी कि क्योंकि प्रोपोर्शन ऑफ ये जनरल स्ट्रक्चर्स भी कम थे, इसलिए आपको 5,000 रुपए पर टन करने में भी इजी हुआ. जैसे जैसे इसका प्रोपोर्शन बढ़ेगा तो क्या यू विल ट्रेंड टू मोर टुवर्ड 4,500 रुपए EBITDA पर टन बट विथ हायर वॉल्यूम, वैसे देखना चाहिए?
नहीं, आप ऐसे देखो कि हमारा जो हैवी स्ट्रक्चरल था जिसमें हमारा 5,500 टन का लगभग EBITDA है, हमारा लास्ट क्वार्टर में 26,000 टन था. इस क्वार्टर में हमने 35,000 टन किया है.
करेक्ट.
और दिस Q4 वी आर टारगेटिंग ऑलमोस्ट क्लोज टू 50,000 टन. तो यहाँ पर हमारे जैसे से ये वॉल्यूम बढ़ेगा तो हमारा इन सब जगह पर मार्जिन बहुत बढ़ेगा. वी आर बेसिकली प्लेइंग ऑन इन दिस सेक्टर. मैं जनरल स्ट्रक्चर को उतना प्ले भी नहीं कर रहा उस टाइम. आई एम माई फुल फोकस ऑन न्यू रायपुर प्लांट एंड हैवी स्ट्रक्चरल ट्यूब्स और हमारा कोटेड ट्यूब्स ये सब पर है. इसमें अभी थोड़ा सा प्रेशर है और रहेगा. हमको वॉल्यूम करने के लिए यहाँ पर था मार्जिन को कॉम्प्रोमाइज करके चलना पड़ेगा तो हम चलेंगे, क्योंकि वॉल्यूम एंड मार्केट शेयर इज ऑलमोस्ट क्योंकि हमारे जितने भी कंपटीटर्स थे ना, ये सब ऑलमोस्ट सेकेंडरी पर शिफ्ट हो गए हैं। यू कैन से जिस तरह अगर आप कहोगे, अगर आप चैनल चेक करोगे तो जो हमारा मार्केट शेयर हम कहते थे कि 50% के आसपास है, राइट नाउ इन द प्राइमरी स्टील हमारा मार्केट शेयर मेरे हिसाब से 80-85% है। हमारे अलावा ऑलमोस्ट सब आदमी ने हैंड ड्रॉप्स कर दिया है, तो ये कोई भी आदमी प्राइमरी से लेके काम नहीं कर पा रहा है। इफ यू चेक द चैनल यू फाइंड आउट कि इफ आई एम नॉट मिस्टेकन, जो मेरे पास अपनी इंफॉर्मेशन रहती है, माई मार्केट इज ऑलमोस्ट क्लोज टू 80-85%। बहुत प्रेशर से वॉल्यूम निकाला है, मतलब 20,000 इज 40%, ऑलमोस्ट 30-40% का गैप, बहुत बड़ा गैप था। हिस्ट्री में कभी नहीं हुआ था।
ओके। और दो चीज की, जो आपने ये जो न्यू इनिशिएटिव किया है ऑफ ये अपोलो मार्ट एंड ये जो B2C में जो फर्नीचर स्टोर, मतलब क्या थॉट प्रोसेस है ओवर नेक्स्ट 3 से 5 साल इन टर्म्स ऑफ कैपिटल एंड लिस्टिंग, कितना इसमें आप पैसा लगाएंगे, कैसे देखना चाहिए इस बिजनेस को, दिस न्यू इनिशिएटिव?
नहीं, अभिषेक, ये जो फर्नीचर स्टोर उसमें तो हम कोई पैसा नहीं लगा रहे हैं। 100% मनी टेक केयर बाय आवर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स। वो स्टोर खोल रहे हैं, हम उनको सिर्फ डिजाइन, हमारी डिजाइन टीम उनको डिजाइन दे रही है और उनको टेक्निक समझा रही है कि कैसे काम करना चाहिए। अभी तो हमने कोई रॉयल्टी भी खास नहीं देना चुके हैं, हम फ्यूचर में उनसे रॉयल्टी लेंगे। वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू इन्वेस्ट एनी मनी in this business. Only one on the tech we can invest 5-10 crore rupees, I can say.
Okay.
Mart right now we just अभी इसमें कुछ भी बड़ा कमेंट करना मुश्किल है। अभी हमने जस्ट स्टार्ट किया कि हमारे बहुत सारे डीलर्स जिससे मैं टच में रहता हूँ, कोई बोलता था कि मैं टॉल स्टील बेचता हूँ, संजय जी अपोलो के ब्रांड से टॉल स्टील दे दो। कोई बोलता था मैक्सनेट बेचता हूँ, मैक्सनेट दे दो। कोई बोलता था वेल्डिंग रॉड बेचता हूँ, वेल्डिंग रॉड दे दो। तो हमने ऐसे अभी 2-3-4 छोटी कंपनी से टाई अप किया है जिनकी गुड क्वालिटी मटेरियल है, उसको हम लेके अभी थोड़ा इनिशियल स्टार्ट करूंगा। अभी तो मेरा फुल ऑन फोकस रायपुर प्लांट है। सितंबर तक मेरा रायपुर पूरा हो जाएगा। आफ्टर अक्टूबर, जब तक इधर से छोटा काम करके हमको इन सब चीजों का सा आइडिया भी लग जाएगा, आई कैन गिव ए क्लियर पिक्चर आफ्टर इन द सेकेंड हाफ। राइट नाउ आई कांट गिव एनी क्लियर पिक्चर।
ग्रेट। ओके सर, thank you so much and wish you all the best. Thank you so much, sir.
And Abhishek, on your first question on the mathematics, like how EBITDA per ton will behave if commodity sales go up. I mean, see, that simple maths you can also do, right? If commodity sales will go up, so blended EBITDA per ton may appear low optically, right? But our strategy is how do we increase the absolute EBITDA, right? I mean, optically it may look 4,800, 5,200, but we are more focused on how we achieve 250 CR of quarterly EBITDA, then we move to 300, then we move to 400, and eventually 500.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, that's helpful. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Abhishek.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ankush Agarwal from Surge Capital. Please go ahead. May please go ahead with your question.
Yeah, I'm audible? Hello?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. संजय जी, आपसे बेसिक चीज समझना है, अपना जो बिजनेस है ये, इसमें कन्वर्जन अपने को मार्जिन बेसिस पे मिलता है HRC के कि टन के बेसिस पे मिलता है? एब्सोल्यूट।
यस।
हेलो?
या अंकुश।
या सो अपने को जो कन्वर्जन है वो मार्जिन बेसिस पे रहता है कि टन के बेसिस पे रहता है सर? एब्सोल्यूट
टन के बेसिस पर रहता है।
एब्सोल्यूट बेसिस। समझ लीजिए HRC अगर आप अभी 80,000 रुपए टन है तो हेलो,
हम हमेशा टन के बेसिस पर अपना मार्जिन कैलकुलेट करते हैं, परसेंटेज बेसिस पर नहीं करते हैं।
राइट। सो हम इसमें ये समझना था, बिकॉज इफ आई सी द EBITDA per ton वेरियस प्रोडक्ट कीप चेंजिंग एवरी क्वार्टर एंड वो HRC के प्राइसिंग के बेसिस पे है, दिस इज व्हाट आई बिलीव, राइट? तो अगर आप बोलते हो कि आप टन के बेसिस पे काम करते हो तो फिर इतना चेंज क्यों होता है, फ्लक्चुएट क्यों होता है इतना?
So इसमें ऐसा है, see, I mean, our product range, like you are seeing these 4 product categories, right? Now these 4 product categories have 1,500 SKUs. Okay. Right. And the EBITDA per ton varies from 1,000 per ton to 10,000 per ton today. Okay. So within heavy structural also we have like value-added products and super value-added products, right? Within light sections we have patented products which are like super value-added products, right? In Tricoat it's a mixture of 3-4 products. Again, there the margin would differ, right? So because the SKU range is so wide, 1,500, and the range is from 1,000 per ton to 10,000 per ton, right? So and this EBITDA per ton is calculated not on conversion basis, right? We are not supplying to a B2B customer, OEM customer. Okay, we are selling these off-the-shelf products to our 800 distributors, right? So the market price gets determined on demand and supply for various products, right? And products which are monopolistic for us, right? Which only APL Apollo is making, not only in India but the whole world, right? There the margin would be upward of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 rupees per ton. Right, product where we are getting competition even from the run-of-the-mill operator. There the margin will be 1,000 per ton, right? So I think if you want to monitor or track our margins, you should look at the blended EBITDA per ton, which is the function of our value-added portfolio sales mix improvement, what we have done from FY16 onwards.
Right. The point that I was trying to understand is, for example, now the HRC prices in last quarter was very high. In the last year itself, it was very high, right, compared to last 4-5 years, right? Now, 4-5 years down the line, when you are saying that we're going to do 4 million ton, right, and you're targeting basic 5,000 rupees per ton. So I was trying to understand if HRC prices go back to normal that it was like 3-4 years back, how does it impact on the EBITDA per ton? That is what I was trying to understand. So what you are saying is it won't affect our EBITDA per ton, right? Even if HRC prices correct.
No. We work on pass-through policy, right? When the HR prices are revised, normally they are revised once in a month, 12 times in a year, right? Within 10 days, we also revise our price list for our distributors, right? If there is a revision of 1,000 rupees per ton upward, we will revise our price list accordingly. Again, there will be some products where we can command better pricing, right, which are monopolistic, right? If prices go down by 1,000 per ton, we will revise down our price list accordingly. Then again, there could be some products where I may not reduce the pricing by the same quantum, right? So it's a function of the demand supply scenario for my various SKUs. So when we say 5,000 per ton in FY25, this could be at HRC at 40,000 per ton or HRC at 60,000 per ton. I mean, we have no say in that.
Right. So it unless and until HRC goes ballistic or like some extraordinary level, we would be able to do it 5,000 crore per ton.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, see, that is true for every building material product category, right? For PVC pipes, the resin plays the role. For paints, the oil plays the role. I mean, that's the business risk which every business has. Right?
Okay. तो सेकेंडली संजय जी आपने लास्ट कॉल पे एक बहुत अच्छी बात बोली थी, राइट, कि इंटरनेशनली मोस्ट स्टील ट्यूब कंपनीज में डबल डिजिट एबिटा और इंडिया में पीवीसी वाले भी करते हैं, तो हम क्यों नहीं कर सकते, राइट? सो आपको क्या लगता है ये आप कब कर पाएंगे? 2025 तक आप ये कर पाएंगे कि अपन डबल डिजिट एबिटा तक पहुंच पाएंगे?
ऐसा है बॉस, इसमें देखो डबल डिजिट एबिटा के लिए अगर हम बेस मानते हैं एचआर कोयल का, मेरे हिसाब से 50,000 के आसपास एचआर कोयल का बेस आ गई तो नेक्स्ट 6 मंथ और 1 ईयर में जाके सेटल होना चाहिए, तो हमारा सेलिंग प्राइस ऑलमोस्ट 70,000 के आसपास हो जाएगा। तो 7,000 रुपीज टन का एबिटा हमको चाहिए डबल डिजिट क्रॉस करने के लिए। तो मेरे अगर मेरा जो ये रायपुर का प्लांट है, अगर जिस बिजनेस से मैंने लगाया है अगर वो सक्सेस हो गया तो मेरे लिए कुछ बड़ी बात नहीं है। बट क्या कहते हैं, जिस आदमी ने पिछले 1 साल पहले तक 3,000 रुपये के बिटा पर काम कर रहा था, उसके बाद 4,000 रुपये आया है, उसका 5,000 की तैयारी की भी है, तो आज 7,000 या 10,000 रुपये कहना मेरे लिए ज़्यादा बड़ी बात हो जाएगी। तो आई डोंट वांट टू कमिट दिस टाइप ऑफ एनीथिंग, बट नो डाउट जब वो लोग कर सकते तो मैं क्यों नहीं करता। हमारी वर्किंग तो वही चल रही है।
राइट।
अभी इतना क्योंकि इसमें एक्सटर्नल भी इन्वायरमेंट चाहिए, ब्रांडिंग का भी हेल्प चाहिए, इनोवेशन का भी हेल्प चाहिए, सिर्फ पाइप बना देने से नहीं होगा, हमारा रिटेल नेटवर्क भी काम करता है इसमें, लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स आर देयर, बट नो डाउट वी आर ऑल्सो सीइंग कि आज मान लो मेरा एक सिस्टर कंपनी अपोलो पाइप वो 12,000 टका EBITDA मार्जिन कमाता, तो मैं क्यों नहीं कमा सकता हूँ?
राइट। तो संजय सर, आपके हिसाब से स्टील ट्यूब इंडस्ट्री में ऐसा क्यों है कि ये मार्जिन कम है? मतलब प्रोडक्ट कैटेगरी की वजह से है इंडिया में, कि इंडस्ट्री का प्रैक्टिस ही ऐसा रहा है?
और जो बेसिक प्रोडक्ट है ना, जो स्टील ट्यूब इंडस्ट्री का बहुत बेसिक है, इसमें कोई एंटी बैरियर नहीं है। अगर आप जो हमारा जनरल स्ट्रक्चर देखोगे, अब जिसका आज से 10 साल पहले 15 साल पहले जब मैंने इनोवेट किया था, तब तो उसमें मैं काफी कुछ था, बट जैसे जैसे हार्ड प्रोडक्ट की जो इनोवेशन लाइफ होती है 5 से 10 साल होती है, फिर वो धीरे धीरे जनरलाइज होता चला जाता है। तो अगर आप इसमें आप 3,000% या 4,000% पे भी देखोगे तो ROE बहुत ऊपर होती है, क्योंकि बहुत फास्ट टर्नओवर होता है। एक छोटे सिस्टम वाले बहुत फास्ट टर्नओवर कर सकते हैं, तो एक छोटे बेस में कंपटीशन ये सब क्रिएट कर देते हैं, कोई बड़ा चीज नहीं है। तो आप दूसरी तरफ ये भी कहोगे तो हमारा ये फोकस रहता है कि 30% से ऊपर हमारा ROE मेंटेन होना चाहिए। तो उससे जब अगर हमको अपना ROE 30% से ऊपर नजर आता है, तो फिर हम ज्यादा दिमाग नहीं लगाते हैं। लाइक आप अगर रायपुर प्लांट को देखोगे, तो जो मैं रायपुर का नया प्लांट लगा रहा हूँ, आई एम इन्वेस्टिंग ऑलमोस्ट 800 crore rupees इन द फिक्स्ड एसेट,
राइट।
एंड अगर मैं 1.5 मिलियन टन का काम करता हूँ, तो मोटा मोटी आई नीड 2 लाख टन ऑफ इन्वेंट्री एंड डेटर।
राइट।
तो 2 लाख टन में 1 लाख टन तो मेरे को क्रेडिट मिल जाएगा, 1 लाख टन का मेरे को अपना पैसा लगभग 500-600 करोड़ रुपए वर्किंग कैपिटल में लगाना पड़ेगा। तो टोटल इन्वेस्टमेंट इज capital employed is 1,500 crore rupees.
Right. Yeah. What you are saying is true that even at lower margin, you are still making better ROC.
वही आपको अगर मैं 5,000 टन भी कमाता हूँ फुल कैपेसिटी पे, तो 15 लाख टन पर 5,000 टन 750 करोड़ रुपए होता है। 1,500 करोड़ का कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड हुआ, 750 करोड़ का EBITDA आता है। तो ऑलमोस्ट आपका ROC कैलकुलेशन 40% से ऊपर आ जाएगा।
राइट।
एफिशिएंसी कम होगा ना, आप समझ रहे हो बात?
राइट, आई गॉट इट।
बोल रहा हूँ जिसका मेरा 800 करोड़ रुपए कैपेक्स लगेगा रायपुर प्लांट में,
राइट।
600-700 करोड़ रुपए मेरा वर्किंग कैपिटल उसमें एम्प्लॉयड होगा। टोटल मेरा माई कैपिटल एम्प्लॉय इन रायपुर प्लांट इज 1,500 करोड़, और इफ आई अर्न 15 लाख टन पर 5,000 रुपीज टन, तो 750 करोड़ आई अर्न।
राइट।
आप इस बिजनेस को भी देखो ना।
Right, sir. Got it. Understood. Well taken. The point is well taken. Thank you so much, sir. Good luck for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Pinakin from JP Morgan. Please go ahead.
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर। सर आपने पहले बोला था कि बेसिकली देयर वाज डीस्टॉकिंग इन द सिस्टम ऑन एक्सपेक्टेशन कि प्राइसेस स्टील के गिरेंगे। अभी JSW का कॉल था अर्लियर दिस वीक, उन्होंने बोला कि फेब मार्च में प्राइसेस बढ़ सकते हैं। तो सिस्टम के हिसाब से सर, आपके हिसाब से क्या डीस्टॉकिंग खत्म हो गई है, रीस्टॉकिंग शुरू हो जानी चाहिए, कि आपको लग रहा है कि नहीं स्टील प्राइसेस गिरेंगे तो अभी भी डीस्टॉकिंग डिमांड चलता रहेगा?
बॉस, आप देखो कि नवंबर मंथ में द प्राइस इज कम आउट टू लैंडेड प्राइस ऑफ HR coil इन इंडिया इज क्लोज टू 69 रुपीज kg इन द मार्केट। 69 से जनवरी में प्राइसेस लेवल आ गया ना 60 इवन 59 तक भी, बट उसके बाद से थोड़ा सा 1,000-1,500 रुपए का इंक्रीज हो गया, प्राइस 60-61 के आसपास स्टेबल हो गया है। तो अब मे भी 1,000 रुपीज का इंक्रीज आ सकता है थोड़ा बहुत। कोल प्राइसेस, कोल ऊपर है $450 के आसपास आ गया, $320 से, तो 1,000 रुपीज कोई ऐसा कोई मेजर इंक्रीज नहीं आने वाला है कि 5,000 रुपीज टन, 10,000 रुपीज टन बढ़ गया। आई डोंट थिंक दिस टाइप ऑफ एनी इंक्रीज इन द सिस्टम राइट नाउ इन द नेक्स्ट फ्यू मंथ्स। थोड़ा बहुत प्राइसेस ऊपर रह सकता है।
तो सर थोड़ा बहुत अगर प्राइसेस ऊपर जाएंगे तो डिमांड भी बढ़नी चाहिए, बिकॉज अब सिस्टम में डीस्टॉकिंग का फियर खत्म हो जाएगा, तो दैट शुड आल्सो बी पॉजिटिव।
हाँ, पॉजिटिव फॉर द डिमांड, बट हमको उससे फिर अगर स्टॉकिंग होगा बहुत, फिर Q1 में या Q2 में जाके दिक्कत देगा। इसलिए हम तो स्टेबल मार्केट चाहते हैं। आई डोंट वांट कि प्राइसेस नीचे जाए या ऊपर जाए, बट बिजनेस ऐसा है तो वी हैव टू रन विद द बिजनेस। अब हमको मौका मिला हुआ है, तो जो भी लास्ट क्वार्टर का हमारा बैकलॉग है, हम किसी भी तरह इस क्वार्टर में कंप्लीट करना चाहते हैं अपने आप को।
अंडरस्टूड। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर।
थैंक यू।
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ritesha from Investec Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thanks for the opportunity. Sir, in the earlier calls, you had indicated that we'll look to outsource the commoditized part of our business. Any update over here, sir?
No, sir. Right now, my capacity is almost 0.6-0.7 million ton is vacant. तो अभी तो कोई लॉजिक नहीं बनता. जब अपना कैपेसिटी का फुलफिल हो जाएगा, then I am going for outsourcing.
Okay. And sir, any update on the plans for UAE? Basically, we were looking to set up a plant overseas. Any thoughts over there, sir?
Yeah, we open a small company in UAE, and we are apply in the next few months. Well, after maybe in month of April, or maybe going for apply the land. एक छोटा सा कुछ तो मैं वहाँ पर प्लांट चालू करेंगे.
Sir, how much will be the indicative capacity over there? And
so right now we have no plan, but in our mind we have to do some business in UAE. India से बाहर अभी तो मेरा सारा focus है, my whole focus is on the Raipur plant.
Sure, sir. And sir, what will be the thought process behind setting up a small facility in UAE? Is it like servicing the local market, or how should one understand that?
For some time India में due to the import restrictions, India में steel prices काफी ऊपर हो जाते हैं, तो हम export market पूरा ढंग से नहीं कर पाते हैं. There is no any duty in UAE market for the coil. तो export market को बढ़ाने के लिए I think the company need a plant in UAE.
Sure, sir. That is quite helpful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Abhijit Mitra from ICICI Securities. Please go ahead.
Yes, thanks for taking my question. So I have two questions. First, on just to understand, suppose in the likely scenario that HRC prices drops anywhere between 5,000 to 10,000 rupees over the next couple of quarters, which is where the expectations are setting up to be. So how would our pricing for heavy structural compare with on a per square foot basis to say RCC? Any maths on that? That's question number one. Yeah, thanks.
So Vijay, when we compare RCC with steel tubes, the difference is around 150 rupees to 200 rupees per square foot. All right, for the superstructure. So against that, the benefit there are three benefits. One is that when you move to steel tubes, the area covered by the vertical sections get reduced, right? So the carpet area gets increased by 2 to 3%. Secondly, the time that you will save on the construction of the superstructure, that is like 1 year of interest cost saving. Right, and third is that you can pre-advance your cash flows if it's an institutional building for hospital, hotel, or school purposes. You can pre-advance your cash flows. So like I said, that in last 2 years we have started marketing this concept to the contractors, developers, builders, and architects. On pricing front, we have not seen too much of resistance, right? What resistance we see is that it's a new technology, so people want to see some demonstration, right? That all the architects, consultants, they ask questions on the sustainability of the building, etc. So I guess pricing, we are not too much bothered. It's more of like demonstration of 2-3 of such buildings in India. And then we expect this to spread like wildfire, which we are confident of.
Okay, great. That's comprehensive. Second question is that typically till now the expansion has been across different locations. So there are 10 locations now. For the first time, we are seeing an aggregation of a large capacity, almost 1.5 million ton, to a single plant. So I think last quarter, I think there was some reference as to how to control the freight costs through investments of investment in EVs and all. So any update on that project, because freight cost can increase and that can be a potential factor to manage in the EBITDA trajectory. Thanks.
So Abhijit, see, Raipur, why this large plant coming up is that, Raipur was the 10th plant which we started also, right, apart from Hyderabad, which came during those days. So Raipur, what we see Raipur as the hub for Indian structural steel tubing, right, because you can feed all the markets in India as it is centrally located, and the raw material availability is also, compared to, like, if we have to put a scoring on 10 locations, so Raipur will be like among the top ones. So this is the reason that why we believe that we should make Raipur as the hub for structural steel tubes. And secondly, on improving the efficiencies for the freight, logistics, etc. Yes, so that exercise is ongoing. We have done a lot of reshuffling between the plants, right? And the demand, for example, for coated tubes, the demand was the market was in West India, right? And the product was coming from North India. So we shifted the mill from north to west plant, right? And we also introduced the coated line there, right? So those kind of reshuffling took place, and we are confident that you will see these efficiencies bringing our margins up and reducing the freight and logistic costs.
Okay, thanks. That's all from my side.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Nakshita Mehta from Prudent Asset Management. Please go ahead.
Hi. Thank you for taking my question. So, on this call, you mentioned that by H1 FY23, our Raipur plant will be partially operational. So, how much sales can we, or how much visibility can we expect in H2 FY23? If you can just put some light on that.
Around 4 lakh ton of quantity we are targeting from new plant from Raipur in the next FY22-23.
Okay, perfect. So my another question is on our debt position. So as of now, we have 1.6 billion of debt, which is on a revenue of 32.2 billion, right? So are we planning to go debt free in coming years, or how are you planning the debt position? Because we have, I think, enough internal accruals as well. Operating cash flow. So are we planning to go debt free?
So yes, if you see that our operating cash flow to EBITDA is more than 90% currently, right? And given the 2-3 quarters of EBITDA would go to complete the Raipur plant, once that capex gets over by September, October, so second half of FY23 there could be good.
You require working capital also in the Raipur.
Right, 2 years. Right. So, but yes, in terms of the net debt, we are confident that FY23, towards the end of FY23, we should be near zero debt position.
Great. And just one more question. How much incremental EBITDA are we expecting, because of the Raipur plant?
So 400,000 ton, which figure we gave.
I think with a EBITDA margin of 6,000 rupees ton, 250 crore we are targeting this year from next year from Raipur new plant.
Okay. And so just one more thing. How do we, I just wanted to understand how we calculate the portfolio mix. So in your presentation, it's said that earlier it was 57% and right now it's 65%. So can you just explain me how we calculate that mix?
So the general category which is there, general structures, that is a commodity, that is standard, that is non-value added. So 403,000 ton of quarterly volume, and the 139,000 ton from general structures is 35% of commoditized, and rest 65% is all value added.
Okay. Perfect. Great. All right. That was it from my side. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vikas Mistry from Moonshoot Ventures. Please go ahead.
Very good evening, sir. My question is that we have ventured into new Apollo Mart, and what will be the contours of this, whether it will be inventory-based model, marketplace-based model, and how we will really try to make money out of it by transaction-based money or something, a subscription-based money. How we try to personalize it?
Truth is very clear. We are not going to B2C. We are going to only one B2B. This is like a marketplace. And maximum we are going with our own brand materials, private labels. Our Apollo label, like just we are identified 4 items like welding rod, tall steel, mesh nets, and क्या है?
Whether the inventory risk is with us or inventory risk?
No. We can't go with the debt and inventory. बॉस वो हम नहीं, हम बैक टू बैक अरेंजमेंट करके जाएंगे. थोड़ा बहुत 5-10 डेज का इन्वेंट्री तो रखना पड़ेगा, बट अभी कोई भी ज्यादा ये कहना भी मुश्किल. अभी तो हम ट्रायल बेसिस पर शुरू किया है. तो अभी तो हमारे सिस्टम का पूरा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का पूरा फोकस रायपुर प्लांट पे है. वंस वी कंप्लीट द रायपुर प्लांट, इन बिटवीन में यहाँ सबको काफी सिग्नल्स मिल जाएगा कि कैसे क्या करना है. देन वी डिसाइडेड, बट वी आर नॉट इन फेवर टू टेक द इन्वेंट्री एंड ऑल द थिंग्स. We just want to use our brand.
Okay. Thanks a lot, sir. And
see, also because we will start with selling these products to our existing clients, existing distributors. So they are already switched to cash and carry model with us for structural steel tubes. So we believe we can carry the same arrangement for these newer products. So on the receivable side, there shouldn't be much of a stretch. And on inventory also, I mean, if we buy in bulk and sell to distributors, so we'll like to ensure that the inventory levels don't go up.
Business model हमारा लाइट ही रहेगा. अगर ये हैवी हुआ तो हम नहीं करेंगे. We back out.
Okay. Fine, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. And all the best for the future endeavors. And we hope the inventory remains light on this.
Thanks.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Dhruv Jain from Ambit Capital. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, I had a question on the Raipur plant, and out of the 15 lakh capacity that you are putting up, about 10 lakhs is for color-coated tubes and sheets. So, as you had given out the benefits of using Apollo column versus the traditional structures, if you can list some of the benefits that the channel partners or the intermediaries will draw from this product, and what is the current market structure like? Are there existing players? Is there what's the market size like at this point of time? If you could just throw some light on it, considering it's the biggest expansion in terms of the overall capex that we are doing. Thanks.
Once I just explained about the Raipur plant, we are making a 500,000 ton capacity for the column pipes, up to 500 square mm thickness, and we are making 500,000 ton coated tubes capacity. This coated tube is not only one color coated tube. This is capacity of 1 lakh ton for the door frame, 1 lakh ton for the precision tube also, the automatic tube you can say, right? This type of tube. 1 lakh ton is galvanum tube. Galvanum tube is, now we are making pre-galvanized tube. Now we innovated one new product is galvanum. उसमें हम कुछ 40% एल्युमिनियम ज़्यादा मिला देने से उसका रस प्रिंटिंग कैपेसिटी काफी बढ़ जाता है और उसका अपने लाइफ काफी बढ़ जाता है. तो प्री-गैल्वेनाइज्ड ट्यूब में 1 लाख टन का एक ये प्रीमियम क्वालिटी हम ये एस्टैब्लिश करना चाहते हैं. दिस इज कैपेसिटी ऑफ 1 मिलियन, ये 1 लाख टन. 1 लाख टन इज हम एक न्यू टाइप का सेमी एनील्ड पाइप बनाने जा रहे हैं जो हमारा HR और CR दोनों के बीच का होगा. वो इस तरह से करके ये टोटल 5 लाख टन का ये कोटेड ट्यूब का कैपेसिटी होगा. दिस इज नॉट ओनली वन कलर कोटेड. This is the 1 lakh ton is color coated tube. This is the 5 lakh ton capacity for the coated tube, And third one, 5 lakh ton is roofing sheets is mainly in this roofing sheet. And आपने देखा होगा सिर्फ लिफ्ट के पैनल के बाहर बहुत सारी शीट्स लगती है, लिफ्ट के पैनल में लगने लग गई आजकल स्टील शीट्स, तो उसमें बहुत डिफरेंट टाइप के शीट्स में जा रहे हैं एंड रूफिंग शीट वो हमारी कैपेसिटी जो है 5 लाख टन की होगी। तो ये 3 कैपेसिटीज 5 तो इस 5 lakh ton में दिस इज द bifurcation of 1 lakh ton is color door frame, 1 lakh ton is precision tube, 1 lakh ton is galvanum tube, 1 lakh is semi annealed tube, and 1 lakh is color tube.
ओके सर, आज की तारीख में सर कोई ऐसे प्रोडक्ट्स बना रहा है एंड अगर मतलब नहीं बना रहा है तो व्हाट आर द मार्केटिंग एक्टिविटीज गोइंग टू बी लाइक कंसीडरिंग देन विल बी
ऐसे प्रोडक्ट प्रिसीजन ट्यूब तो टीआई बना रहा है, बहुत सारे प्लेयर्स इंडिया में ऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर प्रिसीजन ट्यूब बना रहे हैं। ये दो फ्रेम में बहुत सारे अनऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर है जो बने वो आपको ये कलर कोटेड शीट लेके उसको रोल्स करके बेचते हैं। गैल्वेनम ट्यूब इंडिया में कोई नहीं बना रहा है, सेमी एनील ट्यूब कोई इंडिया में नहीं बना रहा है, कलर कोटेड ट्यूब इंडिया में कोई नहीं बना रहा है। कॉलम पाइप वाला जो हमारा 5 लाख टन का जो हमारा ये कैपेसिटी आ रहा है ये इंडिया में कोई नहीं बना रहा है। 5 लाख टन जो हमारा ये सीट एंड ये सब आ रहा है इसमें लॉट ऑफ प्लेयर्स।
Okay, sir. And in terms of marketing activities, are we looking to hire more people? What's the outlook there on this part?
Yeah, we are already in the process to making the organization more strengthened. So हमने रायपुर प्लांट में आई थिंक भी 50 IIT गए, हमने भी 50 लड़के वहाँ पर स्टार्टिंग लेवल पर ही लिए हैं, उनको अभी सब ट्रेन कर रहे हैं। तो उसमें कुछ लड़के कल को प्रोडक्शन कुछ चले जाएंगे, कुछ नहीं रुकेंगे, कुछ प्रोडक्शन में डालेंगे, हम कुछ मार्केटिंग में लेके जाएंगे। तो वहाँ की पूरी टीम हम अलग से बिल्डअप कर रहे हैं। उसी के लिए हमने एक नया HR का बंदा भी सीनियर लेवल पर हमने हायर किया है।
Okay, sir. Thank you. That's it from my side.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Uttam Mehta from Edelweiss AMC. Please go ahead.
Hi, thanks for taking my question. Just one. Our target is to grow volumes by more than 20%. EBITDA per ton 4.5 plus. Will that impact working capital in any way? Will that go up as volume push comes back?
No, because what we are taking the growth, we are taking the growth in the new sectors. हम एक ही सेक्टर के ऊपर प्रेशर नहीं डाल रहे, we are taking new sectors. So I don't think कि हमारा वर्किंग कैपिटल साइकिल हमारा बढ़ेगा।
तो सर ये जो रिसीवेबल डे सिंगल डिजिट में पहुंचा है वो सिंगल डिजिट में ही रहेगा, कैश एंड कैरी मोस्टली रहेगा?
बस 100% ही रहेगा बॉस। अगर नहीं रख पाया तो मैं उस बिजनेस से क्विट कर जाऊंगा। मैं जिस तरह भी हमने मार्च में क्लियर कर कहा अगर उसमें ये डेटर्स या इन्वेंट्री बढ़ेगा तो आई बैक आउट।
ठीक है,
वो उस मॉडल पर मैं दोबारा नहीं जा सकता हूँ, वो मेरा माइंडसेट ही खत्म हो गया है।
Understood, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. We take the next question from the line of Arpit Shah from Stallion Asset Management. Please go ahead.
Hi Sanjay ji, I am Arpit here. सर आपने मेंशन किया था प्राइमरी में आपकी सेल 80 to 85% तक भी आप पहुंच गए, तो ये आप जनरल स्ट्रक्चर्स की बात कर रहे हैं जो आप नए सुपर प्रीमियम या प्रीमियम स्ट्रक्चर्स की बात कर रहे हो?
हाँ, वो जनरल स्ट्रक्चर की मार्केट की बात कर रहा है जो प्राइमरी स्टील से बनता है।
अच्छा, वहाँ पे 85% आपकी सेल्स पहुंच गई। और आप ये अपोलो ट्राइकॉर एपीएल अपोलो जो मर्जर है उसकी क्या टाइमलाइन रहेगी यहाँ पर आगे?
Deepak, you can answer.
Yeah. In the 7th and 8th February, we had the creditors and shareholders meeting. After that, we submit the document for the final hearing, and that will be completed by first Q1 of FY23.
Q1 of FY23. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last question for today. I would now like to hand the conference back to the management for closing comments.
Thanks everyone for joining in. I would like to thank IFL again for hosting us for this quarter call. Hopefully everyone would be safe and we hope to see you soon next quarter. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.